What is COVID-19? COVID-19 is a potentially severe viral infection that affects your lungs and airways. Some infected people have no symptoms, but others get very sick, and some people die. COVID-19 is caused by a new type of coronavirus called SARS-CoV-2. It recently mutated from a type of coronavirus that infects bats.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Nurul Ashkin binti Ahmad Fauzi. My matric number is A22A0138. The first case, the pandemic COVID-19, was in mid-December 2019 in the city of Wuhan, the capital of Hubei province in China. More than 1.5k deaths have been reported in mainland China and 4 deaths in other parts of the world. As of 11 February 2020, mainland China is listed as an area with ongoing community spread of the disease. The disease quickly spread around the world and was declared a pandemic by the World Health Organization (WHO) on 11 March 2020. Attempts to contain it failed to allow the virus to spread to other areas in Asia and then around the world. As of 19 January 2023, in this year, the pandemic has caused more than 668 million cases and with more than 6.73 billion confirmed deaths by COVID-19, making it one of the deadliest in history.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Nurul Izzatun Najah binti Masnari. My matric number is A22A0210. Today I want to discuss about what are the mind problem. The mind problem that caused the infection of COVID-19 to become more contagious is the result of the failure to contain the Seri Petaling cluster during the political crisis. The Tabligh Seri Petaling victory occurred in parallel with the country's domestic crisis arising from the resignation of Premier Minister Mahathir bin Mohamad on February 24, 2013, which led to the fall of the government Pakatan Harapan coalition and the resignation of Health Minister Zulkifli Ahmad. This is the main reason for the initial increase in COVID-19 infection in Malaysia, due to witness in the national government. Even the Ministry of Health has not had a minister for more than 2 weeks, which is the cause of the spread of COVID-19. And next, we can see main problem of infection SOP proposal in the issue of pandemic management, which has resulted in the Malaysia community considering the matter as a relation for them to always go out of the house and to also cause the disease at any time. It can be seen that the government did not take it seriously at the time, causing many people to be infected with the COVID-19 virus and even causing many people to die. For this reason, the main issue in the management of the COVID-19 pandemic in Malaysia is the problem of setting SOP for pandemic containment, which is seen as efficient, effective and line with the current pandemic development.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Nuri Izzati binti Muhammad Nazibi. My number matric A22A0446. Today I would like to share how COVID affecting others. So the first one is many people have lost their jobs. This is said to be so because company cannot afford to pay salaries for employees. This is also due to movement control order, which cause economic activity to be closed. So as a result, many people are forced to find their job to support their family. Therefore, it is clear that COVID-19 has a very deep impact on others people. The next is one of the positive impacts is that crime can be reduced. This is because the because the government has limit the time to go out, and the police have made restoration in each district. We can also see that the control is very strict in that time. For example, the government has limited people freedom to 8 p.m. As a result, the crime rate can be reduced and the people in the peaceful state. Therefore, it is so clear that this movement control order can have a positive impact at that time.
The virus spreads through the air in droplets that an infected person spread through a claw or sneeze, through touching things that infected people have touched, and then touching your face. Unlike with many respiratory viruses, can spread the virus that causes COVID-19 before have any symptoms. If you don't know you have the virus, you can easily pass it on and not know it. There are hundreds of different coronavirus that are all related. Most of them infect only animals. Only a few coronavirus can infect people. Some of them cause only colds. Many people with COVID-19 have almost no symptoms. If you do get symptoms, you will likely have fever. You may also have runny nose and sore throat, loss of your sense of smell and taste, headache, stomach problems such as nausea and diarrhea. A bad infection gets deep in your lungs, causing viral pneumonia that will make you very short of breath. A bad infection can. The virus spreads through the air in droplets that an infection.
Is COVID-19 fatal? The older you are, the higher your risk of death. You're at higher risk if you have other medical problems such as heart disease, high blood pressure, or diabetes.
The next part is suggestion. Before I continue with next part, let me introduce myself first. My name is Muhammad Ismail Fizi bin Muhammad Zamani. My matric number is A22A0730. The next part is suggestion of pollution in business management during COVID-19. Firstly, determine whether your innovation is addressing a long-term problem. The best invention are developed is response to particular present and significant issue. In some way, the COVID-19 situation has highlight our most pressing issue and suggest possible reminders. Secondly, proactively pivot if you need to. You might need to pivot like we did if you find that your present target market will likely be big enough in the post-COVID era. Selling transaction are marketing service to US hospital system that treated hypenic pattern allow us to survive for the first 5 years of our business. Buying us time until the market of Spanish speaker who were and how they think about healthy information eventually grow to 500 million people. Thirdly is map your business model. Today, COVID-19 expired technology are frequently provided for free or funded by contribution. As a appropriation in times of crisis, the founder of three films should be aware of the significant deadline is donation to non-profit that are not focused on COVID-19. It will probably be challenged to keep donation only organization over the long term given the current economic climate. Lastly, the suggestion of business person during COVID-19 is be ready to adapt. Our lives are being changed by COVID-19 in ways and on a scale that we never should have anticipated. You no longer have to the same business plan that you did 90 years ago. To prepare your company for each phases of this crisis, you need a plan. Cutting expense and other variable spending like marketing, new hiring, and travel may help you get through a short-term issue. That's all from me.
The conclusion that can be drawn based on the explanation state is that the COVID-19 pandemic can open the eyes of our community because it has a hard impact on the world and even of humans. This is because there are unwanted change happening to the community regardless of whether they are in the country or even abroad. This is because the COVID-19 virus is contagious in the human body too quickly, causing many people to experience severe symptoms, and then it can be fatal in the virus spread into the body. The COVID-19 viral infection can infect all groups regardless of whether they are young or old. The transmission of the COVID-19 virus occurs because of a pollen that cannot be avoided by any particular party. This contagion cannot be fully controlled in a short period of time. It requires a long period of time to recover from this contagion.
Will there be any side effects when administered any of the vaccines? So far, there has been no severe side effects reported. However, you may experience some temporary side effects, such as pain, redness, swelling, a combination of both around the injection site, tiredness, headaches, muscle aches, chills, fever, nausea, a combination of both. Which vaccine works best for me? While efficacy rates differ, this should not be the yardstick to compare vaccines, as they are tested under different circumstances. In the most ideal situation, a vaccine should provide total immunity, so you don't fall sick at all. But realistically, the real aim is to provide you immunity against severe symptoms, hospitalization, death, so even if you get infected, it will feel like a common cold. This is the underlying objective of all vaccines. In all of these vaccine trials, no one has died or been hospitalized thus far, even after getting infected. Efficacy is important, but it is not the most important thing. Simply put, all of these vaccines can help end the pandemic. So, which vaccine works best for you? Well, the one you administered.
Whatever vaccine has been approved by the NTRA is safe and efficacious.
Who is responsible for the distribution and storage of COVID-19 vaccines? The Ministry of Health oversees the vaccine distribution, while MOH's Pharmaceutical Services Division is responsible for the logistics and ensuring that the vaccines are stored properly. The coordination of the rollout is being headed by Science, Technology and Innovation Minister Khairi Jamaluddin.